Hey listeners, my name is Eric, Geowork, or Arye, and welcome to the very first episode of the Worldwide Jew podcast, also known as the introduction. During the upcoming episodes of this podcast, I will be referring to myself as Worldwide Jew, but if there's a guest, they will refer to me as Eric or sometimes Arye, but not really Geowork. My introduction would be, hey everybody, Worldwide Jew here, and on this episode of the Worldwide Jew podcast, we're going to be talking about, whatever we are going to be talking about in this episode. What I aim to talk about in this podcast is the things in the Jewish world that are not super common or completely unknown to most people who don't take time themselves to delve into Jewish topics. I aim to talk about different Jewish populations that most people would not know and make them more common knowledge. While most people have heard of Sephardic or Ashkenazi Jews, you probably do not know about the Beta Israel, Bnei Israel, Romanim, and Italkim, among many others, although I will be covering episodes on Ashkenazim and Sephardim. In this podcast called the WJ Podcast, WJ short for Worldwide Jew, I aim to talk about non-traditional Jewish communities such as those in Japan, Botswana, Namibia, and Bermuda. I will be covering Jewish diaspora populations before I cover Jewish communities based on country and or region, because some Jewish communities will not focus directly on a country. For example, Anguilla, which is not a country but an overseas British territory in the Caribbean, is going to be a future episode for Jewish communities around the world. Some countries with lots of rich Jewish history will receive episodes with lots of runtime because their Jewish history is so rich and plentiful. Here are some details about an uploading schedule and this podcast in general. In terms of episode frequency, since I'm a really busy student studying geography at York University, until early to mid-April 2020 at the earliest, there will probably only be, about 3 to 4 episodes, because some of them will take a really long time to make, especially the Ashkenazim and Sephardim episodes, which will take a while because there will be a lot of information jam-packed into there. The next episode, after this one, will be titled, Who is a Jew? Probably coming out January 26, 2020, the same day as when this intro episode is posted. And I intend to release the episode on Ashkenazim in early March, March 1st. And after that, it will be a guessing game. But I'll keep everyone updated in later episodes on when the next episode is going to be released. Mostly likely until April, there will be about one episode a month. In terms of length of the podcast, each episode can be anywhere from about 10 minutes to 2 hours. Probably not 2 hours, but I'm trying to cover all my bases here. Anyways, go check out the first real episode coming out today titled Who's a Jew? And thank you for listening and learning with the Worldwide Jew. Disclaimer: some of the things in my podcast reflect my personal opinions, experience, and research, so please do not get offended when I say something that you disagree with. If you disagree with me, please contact me on my Instagram page at Worldwide Jew, and we can have like a civil discussion, and yeah, that'll be great. And until next time, this is Worldwide Jew.